Remember that? Didn't have to cut me off. That song. When that song came out, I'll never forget.
That was high school for us, right? I think.
You know how I found out about this? Like a girl on Facebook posted like, God, I just can't stop listening to it. And I'd never seen the music video for it, and I clicked on it. And
good didn't
have to cut me off.
It was literally that song, and then all the other kids with pumped up kicks back, and those two songs. Like I think senior year of high school, I'm comfortable with never hearing them again. But yeah, they were
like Pumped Up Kicks was like 2010.
What?
You didn't have to suck me up. Tuck my balls and eat my ass like we never fucking sucked.
That guy also disappeared too. I think he's
dude, his real name is Wouter Andre Wally DeBacker.
I can see why he went with Gautier.
Yeah, that's what Gautier's real name is.
Like, yeah,
I'm Wouter Wally DeBacker. It's like Wouter. Probably like a more like Belgian version of fucking like Walter, some shit. Yeah, because his nickname's Wally. So his name's Walter Wally or something like that. Motherfucker's name Wally. Just go by Wally. Walt Disney vibes.
Go by Wally.
Yeah, Pumped Up Kicks. When did that come out?
Touring with Super Duper Kyle.
What?
You didn't have to suck my dick.
The rapper?
Yeah, Tony. Pumped Up Kicks came out in 2010. I remember that because 2010 was a fire year. A fire year. I'm not gonna lie. 2010, Black Ops came out. I grew. You know,
I grew
that year.
I aged.
Black Ops came out. My grades were the best they'd ever been in school ever.
I switched from private to public school. Then that was probably the most significant thing for me.
You met a woman?
Yeah, immediately.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's it's overrated. But
right.
We went to an all boys school. If anyone doesn't know that, all three of us did at one point, and it was the same one.
There was a lot of cool shit about it.
And Tony, don't say the name, God damn it, because I will bleep it out, and it's work for me to have to do that.
Have you bleeped out every instance of it?
No.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to from here on out.
It's in there. Someone's going to dig for it and find it.
No.
Stop. Well, anyways, in our years at...
Stop saying that. Stop that. But yeah, Pumped Up Kicks came out in 2010, just so you know.
It did, yeah.
just so you know.
What else came out that year? I feel like some big movies came out that year.
Let's just look up video games that came out in 2010.
What about instead of Pumped Up Kicks, it was Plumped Up Dicks?
That's brilliant.
That'd be too
also,
much.
Holy shit, hold your fucking nutsack for the games that came out in 2010 because you don't realize how many motherfucking games came out in 2010. Just Cause 2, Dead Rising 2, Rock Band 3, fucking Fallout New Vegas, Heavy Rain, Civ 5, Alan Wake, Limbo, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Battlefield Bad Company 2, BioShock 2, Splinter Cell Conviction, Black Ops, Halo Reach, StarCraft 2 fucking expansion, God of War 3, Red Dead Redemption, Mass Effect 2,
Mass Effect,
and
Red
Super
Dead,
Mario Galaxy 2. That's how many good ass games came out that year. Mass Effect. Mass Effect.
Right, yeah.
I fucked that.
God
that
of
game
War,
was
you said?
God of War 3, bro. I bought that shit and played it all summer. That shit probably came out in the summer. No?
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, March 16, 2010.
There was also Inception. Huh? I'm not seeing
no
too
one cares.
Dude.
Fucking,
I love the town.
I was playing Mad Team Fortress 2 when Inception came out. In fact, the weekend it came out, I was playing Team Fortress 2, and guys were like, "Yeah, you guys going to see Inception on the fucking?"
I think Mario Galaxy 2 was like the game that made me remember that like non-rhythm games were sick. So I was deep in my fucking guitar hole.
I was like,
my rock band hole.
What are you talking? Yeah, okay.
And then Mario Galaxy 2 came out. I was like, yo, actually, Nintendo riffs.
Dude, I'm on a website that's like, I'm on GameFAQs, and I'm on the This Day in Gaming page. So if you're listening to this, I have basically, if you're listening to this on Monday, these games came out. Iron Man for all systems on this day in 2008, and hold on to your fucking tits, Sniper Elite came out today, May 2nd, 2012.
I love both of those games dearly.
So that's
I've never heard of
cool.
that one.
Awesome
But it
Knots
sounds
came
cool.
out the same day.
Was Iron Man lit? I can't remember. Was that
Iron
game
Man
actually
one? Or
We're
game?
gonna go ahead and investigate that
Oh, the
inquiry
game?
right now.
fun? Yeah.
The game
I
I'm
think it
comfortable
was
saying it
tight.
Middingshire.
I mean, it was probably Middingshire overall, but the mechanics I think were
It's like
I'm
one of
sure
those
for the
ones
time.
solid.
you couldn't really
I guess
fuck
the
it
bigger. I guess it's more like the current Avengers probably hasn't improved much upon what you could do in that game, if anything. Because I remember playing the old Hulk game. That was pretty cool. But I don't
Right.
know. Going back to old games, you forget how
Oh,
kind of like
what's fucking
Ultimate Alliance Marvel games. Those are
Yeah.
those have aged.
You know what's fucking insane when the goddamn PS3 gameplay, like when PS3 looks like PS2, do you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It still
Like-
looks pretty good though.
But dude, like I used to think I mean the graphics for the Xbox 360 when it first came out were
Mhm.
next level, but it is, when you look back, it is just like a slightly better PS2 or Xbox. I
Absolutely.
mean it is next gen, but like it's more
It's like
gradual than you
PS2
realize.
Better lighting. Like it's like the jump really didn't happen till PS4. Because like I
Yeah.
still remember the first time playing Destiny, be like, yo, what
Right.
the fuck am I looking at right now?
Right.
Right.
Whereas I didn't really
Oh.
have that with the 360 or the PS3.
I'm trying to think what I was.
I'm
just
looking
about
up
to say.
Ghost Fleet Recon Advanced Warfighter 2.
That said,
One
I
of the-
think the PS4 era was the first era where like performance kind of started sucking. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
PS4.
I feel like that was the first. That was like when games really started kind of like shipping
You're
more
right.
buggy.
on consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I think like Bethesda was really the only developer that you were just like, yeah, this game's gonna be jank when it comes out, but that's kind of the fun of it.
Yeah.
Whereas like PS4 was like that 7th gen, I guess, would be the first ones where it's just like day one patches all the
Mhm.
time.
Right.
Well, as
No,
long as
this-
you can
this
release
game was
patches
good, and
remotely,
It
they're
holds
gonna
up
do it.
decently well. I mean, I just remember Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2.
Oh, you played the shit
I
out of
played a
that.
shit ton of that.
That's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I was
Huh.
that's what I was saying.
Does it still look
Raw.
good? We looked. I thought we
It
watched some of that
it looks
at one point.
pretty good actually. It looks okay. I mean, it's definitely aged, but like
Looks better than Republic Commandos.
I just remember that being such the night vision and everything and all that. Like,
Yeah.
that was just such a great. They got to make more games like this. I feel like
that
Tom
frequently.
Clancy games are so complicated and poorly made now. But maybe
Damn, this
maybe I'm
actually
just
does look
talking
pretty good.
shit.
Yeah, Graw.
Yeah, Grom.
Those are like the games I remember seeing reviewed the most on G4 and shit, on like Cheat and what's the other one? X-Play.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
This
Splinter
time
Cell
on X-Play.
2. Or what are those other ones? Splinter Cell,
Gears of War
Rainbow
2
Six.
graphically was pretty nuts.
Rainbow Six. Right?
I think Gears of War 2 was one of the first games graphically on the 360 where I was like, yo, this is fucked.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
I was
mhm,
I was so mad when that's all I asked for Christmas and didn't get it because it was too violent for me when I was 14 to play. I was so tight about that. Like I was mad. I was like, dog, you could have saved every other thing you bought and just caught me that, and it would have been straight solid. Like I really
Christmas is ruined now.
right.
Dude, I just
Absolutely.
love that. Like,
The disrespect, honestly, the disrespect.
dude, the discerning thing that turned it to inappropriate was just the blood. Like that's literally all.
Right.
The
I
games
even
ever
told her I was like
It's bugs.
you can turn that off though. There's a no blood version.
did. Yeah.
She's like, no.
No,
it's
you're gonna
gritty.
wanna
No.
you're gonna
The
wanna
grit
use
is too high.
You will never be as strong as those big men in the game. It's bad for you to. It'll be body dysmorphia for you, Connor. Yeah, but no, I wanted to rip the fuck out of Locust and shit.
Mhm.
I mean, it did not stop me from playing this 2 years later a million times. So not even 2 years later. I went over to Max's house that probably same weekend it came out and fucking played that shit.
Oh, for sure.
Immediately. It's like, what do you think you're doing? You know what I mean? What's the
Mhm.
what's the point here?
Fucking Reach. I remember looking Halo Reach. I feel like that was a step up from Halo, but it might have just been because like they made the environment so fucking cool. It was like a neon city that you went through, and the HUD looked like super nice and
Are you
stuff.
talking about ODST?
Yeah, ODST. Sorry,
Yeah.
not Reach. I said Reach. Reach was cool too, though. But
That was like I feel like ODST is like a rare project where like a studio gets to make like a because
spin-off.
there's
It's like the best
so many
spin-off game
assets
ever.
for a game they can literally just make another game out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like more studios and shit should do that. Like
They don't, but not all studios. Well, I mean, actually, a lot of studios have as good of IP as Halo, but I don't know. It kind of
Yeah.
gets to like, then it becomes the whole like Penguin spinoff thing. It's like, should they, maybe they should just focus all their shit on making a good ass fucking instead of
right.
a God of War spinoff.
But like
you know,
but I guess what I'm saying is
or
like
whatever.
this one had like real thought behind it, and it's like
yeah, well, it got a lot of hate. I feel like
it's I don't remember it really. I think people revere it somewhat,
Hmm.
I think maybe at the time people were like, this is short, you know what I mean? Because it was, but
maybe that's what it was. It was too short.
but Firefight was
I
really
played the
dope.
shit out of Firefight.
Yeah, I still
Bro.
play Firefight on fucking I'll listen to a podcast and play Firefight.
Yeah.
Which thank God we live in an era where just like all those games are accessible. They're not just like lost to time or whatever. But yeah, like fucking ODST, no, like yeah, it's great. I mean, and that's the thing I like about it is it's not just a spin-off for spin-off's sake. It's like it's a thoughtful, interesting approach to a story about this game. It's a mood, it's a setting, it's a different kind of character. You're not Master Chief. Like it's
a vibe.
You're telling a specific story. There's intention behind it. There's actually artfulness behind it. Whereas like, sometimes that effort's not really put into shit, but
I still gotta rip that one.
ODST?
Young ODST.
A Master Chief
It's
collection.
it's a vibe, bro. It's a real vibe. Like
I gotta
there's
hit it on
night
the
vision
collection.
and silenced SMGs and
Yeah.
you're fighting. It's Halo 3. It's like Halo 3 levels you've
It's more
never
like
played.
Black Opsy Halo, operations. Like they're ODST, so they're not as strong or fast,
Yeah.
So I mean, I think you move the same, but hypothetically,
It's a great co-op game, honestly. We should play through it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tony, shut the fuck up real quick.
Facts.
I forgot something.
Sorry.
What'd you forget, dude? Forgot to
I
take
forgot
a
it.
sip.
I forgot to introduce the goddamn podcast. First time for everything.
You forgot to take a sip.
I sipped the fuck out of that.
He was sipping.
Listen, ladies
very
and
last
gentlemen, let me tell you, it is Monday, May 2nd, 2022. Welcome to another episode of Woke and Boke. We do an explosion every episode. Yeah, that's right. Episode 137 to be wow, I have a headache in the bridge of my nose. Is that a migraine?
Let's go.
Just saying let's go to that. Let's go.
Just yesterday, just saying hell yeah to everything. It's like, just be like, dude, I think I might be too high. Hell yeah.
Dude, so someone posted a
Fire.
meme. I think it was Liel. Shout out Liel. Posted a meme and it was like, hell yeah. And it's like, and then the thought bubbles like, I wish you the absolute best. Like, like I'm really blessed to have your friendship. Something like that. Anyways, I am your host. Did I say episode 137 to be exact? I am your host, Connor Boyd. You may know me from The Talk. You may know me from Jaded Forum. This is my podcast with my best friends from the great gateway to the West St. Louis, Missouri that we do every week. Welcome to the show. First, we have, of course, the drumming maniac who's fresh off a show. Fresh off a heater in Young Illinois. Max Sansa's here today, brother.
What's up?
How you doing?
It's good. It's good, Dad.
Dude, does the chi feel up from the show? Like you were looking brutal back there on the kit in those videos that I saw. Fever Dream SCL.
It was crazy, bro. People were beating the shit out of each other. It was sick. It was awesome.
like with consent kind of type shit?
Yeah, for sure. It was all
Swinging
intentional
steel-toed
beatings.
boots?
Sick.
No, none of that. None of that fuck shit.
No.
Okay.
But just like looking out in the crowd.
Tornado kick.
I just loved looking out in the crowd like mid-set and just seeing a dude do this. Just like to a bunch of other people. Like, just like
That's better
just, like,
than that.
jumping
Yeah, that's better
straight
than the
into him.
steel-toed boot thing. Yeah.
Huh?
He flying punched a group of people or just kind of like flew into them?
You know, he was hitting people.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's funny.
Very
Hey.
cool.
It's sick.
That's the vibe.
Yeah. Everyone was
When
hitting
the
everybody.
music-
That's
When the
way it
music's
goes.
that good, sometimes you got to punch people around you. I mean, it's
It's fighting
I
music.
don't know how else to
It's-
explain it. It's
It's
fighting.
fighting
It's
music.
fighting.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's a
It's
beautiful thing, man. Yeah, that's it's fire. It's fire. Brutal.
Dope.
We also are joined by the Mushroom King of Texas with his trippy mushroom shirt on. I'm
a
wearing
mushroom.
this because it's gonna be May, which is the name of this shirt. So
Nice.
shout out Grill Guy.
Let's go.
He was mentioning that on the grammage. We have the trippy dippy king of Texas, Tony Hera. How are you? Hi.
Of a
Yeah.
dicks.
How's your day? How's your week? How's your month? How's your life?
It's been a crazy week. My roommate got COVID on Thursday last week. Not this past week, 2 Thursdays ago. And
Ooh.
he was sick for the
Okay.
whole week. So I quarantined too, worked from home the whole week.
Gotcha.
Responsible.
But man, it sounded brutal. Like it was way more brutal than COVID I had, which was just like a fever and a headache and
Was
like
he
chills kind of.
vaxxed?
Yeah, he's fully boosted.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Fully boosted.
And it sounded it was like he
He hacking?
said he would. I mean, yeah, his room is across the hall, and I could hear his coughing like the whole time, and it was brutal. And he said he
Yeah.
coughed so hard at one point he almost blacked out.
Oof.
Dog.
So
It's not a fucking game, that COVID shit, bro.
no. And he tested positive on Friday maybe. And I'm like, man, you got it for over a week, but hopefully it's just like the residue from it, and he's over it now. But
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah. My friend had it and it fucking took him like 13 days to get out of his system. He was pissed.
Oof.
Like work. He's like, I feel literally fine, but work won't let me go back until I'm done.
Well, this is day 13 for him, I think, right? It's
That's
or
crazy.
day 14 maybe. So,
Brutal.
It's making me want to wear my mask more now.
well, yeah.
Scary.
Well, yeah, it's
absolutely.
like the numbers aren't getting reported because everyone's just doing home tests now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Word. What's the case count? COVID.
I'll just wear it when you go to
daily
the grocery
case
store and
count.
shit, and especially and
if no one else around me is wearing them, there's no fucking point. That's where I'm at with it. I'm just
yeah.
like,
Well,
if
I
I'm
guess,
the only
I
one
guess
in
I was
here,
really
there's no fucking reason.
Mhm.
It's the same thing why like when I work at certain places are like, yeah, our staff still needs to wear masks. And I'm like, why? It's not helping me.
Right.
I mean, everyone
I'm not
else around me
opposed
doesn't
to
give a shit.
fucking to food service people wearing masks because
No, that makes sense.
you know.
But if I
Like-
got a touring crew of 50 people come in that were just in a different city altogether, and like you know,
the
that
cases
around
are going. The trend is that they're going back up over the last month and a half
sick.
in New York, at least. Let me see the country. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm introducing the podcast. Yeah. Anyways, that's
Forgot about
crazy.
Yeah.
You had a crazy week, Tony.
So I
Listen,
didn't work out all week. I didn't. You know, I've just been
Mhm.
cooped up in my room the whole week. So it's been okay.
got you.
Sick.
That's sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, listen, every week we get together, we catch up, we're just friends. You know, just having just our casual conversations. You know, we talk about movies and TV and obviously video games. If you've been listening, you can kind of get the gist that we're
strictly casual.
Strictly casual, straight casual,
Street cash.
straight casual.
The most casual podcast.
The most casual podcast you've ever heard of.
Literally just chilling.
I listen to Woke and Boke, which not a lot of people know about.
Literally just chilling.
Literally chilling. It's a vibe. They talk. They talk about
That's the
movies,
endorsement.
music.
Fully kicking it.
Love Woke and Boke. Frankly, they're fantastic. But
Chillest dudes.
they're very chill.
Hanging out.
They have a segment called Middingshire of the Week, and I tune in every week to hear it.
I love mid. Ask anybody, they'll tell you I love mid.
Frankly, it's Middingshire. I mean, let's be honest. Anyways, we talk about that shit. We talk about video games. We talk about just, you know, whatever, man. And listen, let me just let you know, if you're a fan of this shit, you want to follow, you want to support, whatever, you don't have to, but we'd appreciate it. Big one is subbing to us on YouTube. We'd really appreciate that. You know, follow us on Spotify. There's a Discord. You can join our Discord. And we're on there all the time, posting there all the time. You know, you can also follow us on Twitter at Welcome Boke Pod and Instagram at Welcome Boke Podcast. And you can also reach out to our Gmail, welcomebokepodcast@gmail.com. And we're going to read we have quite a few of those. I'm going to sight read them on the show. So we love emails. Please email. I'd fucking get a huge kick out of it every time.
Get my
And,
rocks off to it, yeah.
I jerk off to it. And, links to all this shit that I mentioned, it's in the description of the show. So check it out. And we're going to crack open those emails right now, I'd say.
But real quick, what if Trump's whole anti-Joe platform was just like, why do you like Joe Biden? He's mid. He's mid. Someone's going to say it.
Yeah.
He's a mid president.
I don't even know if he's mid, though.
He's mid. Frankly, Joe has been a mid president. At least I was
He was a
lit
mid
in a
vice-
negative way. I was exciting in a negative fashion, but he's just frankly boring and equally evil. Very mid.
Probably a little generous.
Oh my God. They're not
Mid's
sending their
generous,
best. They're
she's
sending
boring.
mid.
Yeah, they're sending their mid here. Frankly, we can't take. What the hell is going on? They're bringing in mid. They're
Shipping
bringing
in mid.
phenomenal size ships of mid. Frankly, it's mid. The Chinese are bringing in mid.
The coronavirus, I'm going to say it. It's mid.
We're going to have mid up to our eyeballs. And frankly, nobody wants that. Terrible. Terrible.
It only
mid.
killed 1 million people. Spanish flu, way stronger, way better virus.
The avian flu was frankly much more terrible.
Much stronger virus.
It's crazy that it's honestly crazy, and I'm not going to get into it, but that it's 2020 and we couldn't prevent a global pandemic. It's like
That's more of a 2030 goal.
Yeah.
by 2040, we're going to make sure that we have enough graves for everyone that dies from disease. That's like what they're focusing on. All right, this comes from young Tyler.
Nice.
Tyler
Says, what's up, fellas? First off, just want to say that I've been ripping the pod for a couple weeks now and finding it, and you guys absolutely kill me. The recent
That's
end
a
of
new guy.
I guess so, yeah.
Cool.
Welcome. Recently, the end of episode number 111, where you guys were doing a bit as Trump presenting Writers Republic at E3, had me crying in my car laughing. Incredible stuff. Now, just a quick question. I'm a PS5 man, and I also have a Switch, but I was always a huge fan of Halo. Would you guys say that the new Halo is worth a whole ass purchase of a new Xbox for a fan of the series. 4 and 5 were solid to mid at times, so I didn't feel bad about skipping this one, but seeing gameplay and hearing you guys talk about it makes me feel like I'm missing out big time as a Halo fan. I don't really play too many multiplayer games anymore, especially shooters, so I also need that fix in my gaming life again. A PC for me is pretty much out of the question just because I feel like it's too much of a money investment and I've never been interested in it. But then again, I don't know. Let me know because Infinite looks like it goes hard as fuck and I'm almost just looking for a reason to get it at this point. Love the podcast. Peace and love. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I was going to say...
Not yet.
Well, no, you go first, Connor.
I was going to say get a PC because that could consolidate most of what you already have.
You could get a if he doesn't want like a tower, you can get a gaming PC. My buddy has a gaming PC or a gaming laptop, and he has one of those, and he plays all his games on it, and they work perfectly fine. It's mobile,
and you can plug that shit into a monitor and play it with mouse and keyboard, anyways.
Exactly. He mostly plays with it closed, just plugged into the TV. It's way easier to carry around. It's slimmer.
Yeah, I copped
it has more functions.
I copped a gaming laptop for my new laptop, and it rips, but it is expensive, like relative to an Xbox. But
I would say just Newegg like a decent PC. You know, make sure you get some good performance, and it's worth the investment. GPU I don't know how old you are, Tyler, but like if you can save up for it, I think it's worth it.
And I will say GPU prices are like stable right now. Like it's like my card that I have usually retails for $400. You can get it for I think $5. So they're pretty much almost there.
And then a whole laptop would be like probably like $1,500.
Yeah, I mean you can get a strong gaming laptop for like considerably less than a MacBook, but I get it if you don't have if you have $500 to spend versus 15, but
it might be worth just saving up to do that because you're going to drop $250 on an Xbox or maybe $200 at this point if you get like a small one and it's just for Halo.
It's going to be at least $300.
No, I think you can
get
the
Xbox Series X.
Look up what the cheapest Xbox is right now. If you can get one for $200, that's a pretty like reasonable. And then you can get a Xbox Game Pass on that, and you'd have quite a bit of
if you want
stuff.
an Xbox.
It doesn't sound like he's a huge gamer.
I'm seeing literally minimum like $500 at this bitch for a series.
No, but like it's the tiny white one though, not the.
Oh, I mean that one's $290 at GameStop.
Yeah, the Series S is $300, but you can probably get an Xbox One for cheaper because it is on Xbox One. But
is there a slim Xbox? Because the fucking bulky ass shit is I don't like that.
No, it's this. So there's the Series X and there's the Series S. The Series X is the PS5 equivalent. The Series S is.
I would honestly probably. I would maybe get a Series S for $300. That's not terrible.
I feel like I've seen it for $250.
You could probably find it somewhere.
It may have gone on sale because no one's buying it.
Right, you probably get it used for $200, I bet. So that might be the go-to if he's just looking to play Halo. Because I played Halo 4 a shit ton, and I played Halo 5 actually last year and during the pandemic.
Yeah,
and I really like the new game. So
and the only thing about that is if you want a smooth shooter experience, you're not going to get 60 frames off that for Halo, from what I hear. So there is that to consider. But
he's also not a FPS guy. Like he's like, I just want Halo for my FPS fix. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe doing it absolutely as cheap as possible is the best way. Because like,
if he doesn't play it a lot.
Yeah. The other reason I would say getting a PC now, because like didn't Microsoft buy Activision or some shit?
Yeah.
Right. I feel like all these games are about to run great on PC now.
Yeah.
Like, on Xbox and everything. So I understand.
Right.
I mean, but I would say get the PC because you can get Game Pass and shit, and it's just like having an Xbox.
On Xbox and PC, but you can also get other stuff on PC.
Right. But to answer the actual question, all of this is to say, I would say save up for a PC because then by the time you can afford a PC, Halo will be finished. Probably.
Yeah, literally.
I think that's the way to think about it because it's
the
like
new one hasn't. Yeah, it has
if if it was
You're
like
not missing
25%
anything. There's
finish.
no moment
No.
you're missing. You're not
wouldn't
missing out on anything. There's not like, oh, you're gonna miss this cool like season where they're doing that. They're doing nothing.
They
with
are
it.
coming out with the battle royale mode or something
in
like that.
Dude,
6
look.
years.
Look,
I don't know.
I'll believe anything when I see it. One and
Sure.
two,
Right,
there's no hype around it either. It's not like there's not like an exciting, cool, interactive community of people playing it right now. Like they haven't built that, which is to me part of what makes Halo amazing. Is that it's like that's a principle of gaming. Is that gaming should be a social, like even if it's not immediately social. There should be the playing of the game helps craft the game over time too. Like there's the game itself, but then when people play it, they create a whole nother game, basically a meta to the game, and that is what makes games exciting now to me. Is like when there's community built off of it, and they haven't done that.
Hey, there's still opportunity though. Once
Even
Forge
just
won,
making cool mechanics in a game and letting other people make games like that or mod it or do whatever, that modding contribution to the like commons kind of thing is the one of the dopest parts of video games, in my opinion.
I think it has a lot of upward potential still. Just like Apex Legends, you know, like it started out and then it got super popular, then it declined, now it's more popular than ever. Games have, and same with like GTA, it's been around for 10 years, so it's like, and it's still popular. So,
right.
but you're right. Though. You're not missing out. There's no rush.
Yeah, there's no rush.
There's always going to be there's a player base for the Master Chief Collection, so there will always be one for this game too. So, yeah.
Look, let's go to another email, but I think if you want an Xbox, fucking get it. If you want to play some of these games just immediately, it sounds like you can get away with it for $300, which is a lot less than like $1,800. So,
right,
do your thing.
Trying to play now,
yeah.
That's your option.
So this comes from. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, this is this is another fucking commercial email. I'm gonna cut this out, but
for sure.
No, actually, I'm not. I'll just read this later. But anyways, got an actual email here. This comes from Sam. It says, "Dear Gripple Stevens fan club, as an 18-year-old boy who knows nothing about what makes a good TV show, I feel very qualified to tell you why I think Moon Knight is a dog shit show. In my opinion, a good show should hook you before the title sequence. However, Disney seems to be incapable of doing this. Instead, they choose to put the most interesting part of every episode and last 5 to 10 minutes, meaning you have to sit through 40 minutes of mid. Mid is taking off. The people are using mid.
Yeah.
Everywhere. You're seeing it everywhere, folks. Just for something cool to happen. Also, Tony said he didn't like that Steven worked at a gift shop and was a little Brit bitch boy. I don't know if he said that, but I don't mind how timid Steven... You little bitch boy.
Boy.
You little bitch boy. I don't mind how timid Steven is because he is the opposite of Mark. No idea who these people are, but I wish they would stop.
They're both Oscar Isaac.
Steven and
his
Mark.
Personalities.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I wish they would stop focusing on him so much because he isn't as interesting as a literal Black Ops agent.
Okay.
Anyways, it's pretty much the best show of all time, and no one should ever make another TV show. Love, your secret admirer. Thank you for that, Sam. I was afraid we were going to get past an episode without talking about Moon Knight, but thank God.
There was no way, dude. I had to give my thoughts on the newest one, but this kid couldn't be more on point with his assessment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like that's that's literally like and so for one, the Mark versus or like the little Brit bitch boy thing. I don't care how they write Steven. It's just the show itself. What happens in the episode is not exciting. And he's right. Until like the last
sounds
5
like
minutes,
a boring show. Is what the
And I'm like, it was like I was saying last week. Like if the first episode, you fucking start high octane. You start with a Black Ops agent or a fucking billionaire or whatever, one of his personalities, and then you have a ton of Moon Knight action too. But instead, it's like you get the first episode. you see the very last shot is like it pans over and you see Moon Knight in like a bank vault beating up a thing, and then he turns around and it's like, I'm like, oh, okay. So one episode in, I've seen him for 2 seconds of screen time.
Right.
Next episode, almost the same thing, like 30 seconds. And it's just following the little bitch boy,
Right.
which is not exciting. But people are like, this is the biggest entertainment company on the planet.
Right.
And people are like, yeah, just make whatever. Like, it's
Yeah,
good.
we don't. It's the fact that you're making it is what's so cool. So it doesn't matter if it's bad or
Right. As long as it's getting made,
not. As long as the comic book reference that I understand is happening, I don't care.
Right. And the shame is, like, these characters have like such a dope. They all have such dope backstories and dope comic book runs with great stories that they could adapt. And that's honestly what they should do. Is like that's the way comic books are. They vary so much in tone and style and all and like that. And I think this MCU filter that goes on all of it is an absolute detriment to it, because a Moon Knight movie just alone with its own tone and all that, not connected, would be really cool. And they could actually do it really well. And it could be like a horror action movie, like a rated R, like really badass psychological thriller or something. But instead we get this,
yeah, man. All right,
my thoughts on it.
Let's take this last question here. This comes from Cody. Max, you ready for this one? This is coming in hot. This one goes, good morning, afternoon, boys. My name is Cody. I'm a longtime listener to the podcast. I stumbled on it about a year ago. I'm a traveling ICU nurse in North Carolina and had to drive 1 to 2 hours to work. The podcast has made the commute to work so much more enjoyable. All of you bring a super chill and fun vibe, and it always starts my morning off well. This podcast is super unique. I have yet to find anything else like it. Just a few best friends shooting the shit. No agenda, no expectation, just vibes. I love it. Anyway, the real reason I message you guys, other than to suck your dicks via email, is that my wife and I are visiting St. Louis in about a month.
Nice.
She's from the Midwest, but I am a North Carolina native. She is a massive St. Louis Cardinals fan, and we are going to watch a game at Busch Stadium. We will be in St. Louis for 4 days, and I'm trying to figure out what else to do. What else we should do? Any suggestions? I have done a bit of research, but I wanted to see if any St. Louis natives have any must-dos or underground suggestions. We are down for anything: bars, museums, music, theater, etc. Any suggestions are appreciated. Hope you guys have a good day. God bless. From Cody.
If you're under 6 feet tall, you could go to the City Museum.
Right.
That's true. The City Museum is cool.
That's
it's
fun.
like, it's for kids. I mean, when you're a kid, it's extra magical because it's like you can actually crawl in all the tiny spaces.
The tiniest ones, of course, but you can still get around.
But if you're, if you're in the upper fives,
You're gonna have a great time.
If you're a small guy, because we have no clue how big you are.
if you're a small guy,
Yeah.
There's this
No, it's
Instagram
not.
account that I'm like mutuals with, that I follow, and they were like emailing me about, or they were not emailing, they were DMing me about like, oh, fucking, Pappy's is not good, or it's not as good as you think, or it's
You're
over
insane.
it. And I'm just
What a
like,
stupid
dog,
thing to say.
I don't care what the fuck you're coming from. There's no way Pappy's is bad. You're like, I've eaten it. Okay, is there something somehow better? Great, take me there. I would love to eat it. Like, it doesn't have to be that this is bad. Pappy's is amazing. So go to Pappy's. That's one thing you should definitely do. Go to Pappy's. Get emos just to say you did it. You know what I mean?
Crown candy.
You may not like emos, but I like emos. So.
As far
Emos
as
is fire.
touristy shit goes, if you're downtown, City Museum for sure. Hit that.
Science Center's cool.
I was about to say,
Science
so
Very
this
cool.
is the paid section versus the free section. The paid section, hit the City Museum, hit the Arch, hit there's something else downtown. To go
There's Science Center. There's
grip on. Yeah, the free, but as far free stuff. There's the zoo. There's the Science Center. The Art Museum. Like all the museums are free.
Forest Park.
Fucking the zoo is sick. The zoo is very not
The zoo,
depressing.
The
yeah.
It's
zoo
awesome.
is fire and it's free.
Yeah,
the zoo
it's
is free.
as fuck.
We have a
as fuck.
free fucking zoo.
It's like the best zoo in the country.
Yeah, it is
Um,
not depressing. It won't make you want to die.
San
when you go
Diego
there.
Zoo, I've heard is insane, but yeah, ours is ridiculous actually. When you look at other zoos, like I didn't realize it, but I was like, oh damn, other zoos are kind of ass. Not
That's the
nearly
thing.
as good.
I don't know of any other zoos really. So like
Isn't
I
there one
don't.
literally in Central Park.
There is, yeah.
Have you been to that?
No.
There's a
Is-
whole ass
Central
zoo
Park?
in the park. It's crazy.
Probably
Like, I
expensive.
totally forget about that. And they have golf courses and it's like bigger than I really thought.
Yeah, Forest
Um,
Park is bigger though.
Central Park
Is it
Zoo is
really?
not free
I
though.
think maybe no, it's not. Is Forest
I mean,
Park
it is
bigger
really
than Central
big.
Park?
Forest
a
Park has a zoo in it too, right? Isn't it in?
The zoo is in Forest Park.
That's
yeah.
Forest Park has a zoo in it. It's a
The
zoo.
same zoo we're talking
That place is a zoo, I'll tell you. Yeah, go to the zoo, go to art museum. The art museum is great, man. Get really
Art
fucking
museum's-
high and go to the
Oh,
art
no.
museum.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I might go
Pop over to
fucking
Illinois,
Met today. That's how I'm
Get some
feeling.
legal weed, and then get fucking
Mhm.
baked. Go to the
Some
go to the art
D10.
museum.
Get some D10.
Get some deet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking-
crazy that all that stuff is free.
Yeah.
Forest Park is
Oh.
3 square miles, and Central Park is 1.5 square miles. So get shit on.
Get shit on.
Wow.
Get shit on.
Oh, go to like Urban Chestnut. There's a ton of breweries. Left Hand, I think, right? Is there-
Forehands.
Oh, there's a million.
Forehand.
Urban
yeah.
Chestnut type shit.
Urban Chestnut too. though, yeah.
Schlafly.
Urban bus
Schlafly.
nuts.
Urban chestnuts.
Budweiser.
Got
Three
it.
Kings is a good spot.
Not bad.
Mhm.
It's mid, but like it's good mid.
It's good mid. Yeah, no,
the
it's
wings
like,
there are
Upper
fire.
crust mid.
Yeah,
Upper crust.
it's upper
I think, sorry.
mid.
It's
It's-
up. It's kind of upper mid.
It's like an upper mid class for sure.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, emos though. Get ready to drop a stack of emos. Get the
Yeah, get them
experience. I get 3
motherfucking
larges.
toasted ravs from fucking what's a good the place in the hill?
Emos.
Fazeli's
just
or
get 'em
something
from
shit like
Emos.
that.
Fuck it.
Yeah, get them from fucking Emos. The
Emos
ones from
got the-
Emos are
They're the best
probably my
ones.
favorite. Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
best ones. Get about 100 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 count.
Get the fat
Yeah, 100
ones.
count.
Get the fat
Get
pack.
them fatties and
the
dip them
fat
in the marinara.
Hell, if the pizza sketches you out, just get the ravs. Just go to Emos, get a 16
Yeah,
piece
just
rav,
get them ravs and yeah.
and you'll
The
you'll
pizza,
have a good
they're
the
time.
pizza's
it's like
fire.
a snack. They're
Get
like
the-
little appetizers.
They're like
squares.
yeah, man, and there's
Not
just
like
there's
spices.
it's interesting sauce. It's good cheese, like
The
interesting
cheese
cheese.
is buttery, bro.
If you-
It's
if
creamy
you're-
and
The,
buttery.
che-
and
the,
gooey.
the cheese is creamy and buttery. The sauce is like
toppings
sugary
are
and
under the
fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
tasty.
So basically, if you're a pizza purist, just get some ravs. If you're down to clown,
It's-
fucking
yeah.
hit it all.
It's inspired by pizza. Let's say
Correct.
that.
It's inspired by pizza.
Emos.
Based on a true
Pizza.
pizza.
A modern
That's what it
take on an old classic favorite.
Pizza.
Inspired by pizza.
Brought
Seen
to
on
you by
TV.
Zaw.
And another good combo for emos is like just get like a sausage bacon and just little meat lovers.
I like the peps. Pepperoni.
Oh, young peppers in my peppers.
And the peppers too, but the
Peppers.
pepperoni's special.
Yeah.
Green
Young-
peps.
Yeah, pepperoni and bacon, not a bad combo neither.
A lot of pork.
Peppers.
So yeah, that's those some good things to do in St. Louis, you know. You could do that. It's some good things to do in St. Louis, you know. St. Louis and my shoey.
Was that 2 or 3? Or
When
what?
I went to St. Louis, Jaden went to the top of the arch.
And he looked
And he
out.
said, "Wow, I'm at the top, but I came from the bottom." And I said, "Are you referring to the elevator we took up here to get to the top of the arch?"
Like, no, I'm
and he said,
referring
"Yes,
to-
I know I was born very wealthy. I did not come from the bottom metaphorically.
So let's talk about the geopolitical state of the world right now.
I
He
shall
said,
forget where I
"Can
came
we-
from."
Can we talk about the socioeconomic state of the planet right now?
In the St. Louis Arch.
The St. Louis Arch. We
What
shot
a great
iRobot
place.
in St. Louis.
What a great red line location to discuss.
Yeah. Fucking dude, last night I was going we recorded Jade and I was going off about iRobot. Like that movie's so hard. That movie's sick.
I gotta
Rich
rip that
with
movie.
content
I haven't
that
seen that
rip
in
off
so
of.
long.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
I probably gripped that 24 times as a kid. That was one of our.
I probably
early
gripped that
DVDs.
about 24 times.
Yeah, that and Hancock, dude.
Hey,
What
yeah,
a
and Hancock.
crazy
absolutely.
double feature that would
Dude.
be.
His
Bro,
2000s
yes.
action
Great
movie,
movies.
shit, Men in Black. Like, it
Dude,
was a run.
Men in Black 1, Hancock, iRobot,
I Am Legend.
I'm Legend.
and I Am Legend. That's all Blasics right
That's
there.
Bill
All
Smith
Vlasic
right there,
pistol.
dude.
That's just 4 rings he's
That's
got.
Billy
right
Smith.
there. 4 championships.
4 dynasties.
Oh,
Four-
Really, they all
the
spun
4
out.
I always sit Jaden down and explain that the 4 dynasties are iRobot, Hitch, Hancock, I Am Legend, and Men in Black. And that he will inherit these intellectual properties when I die 3 years from now.
For the licensing. Oh, man.
The Men in Black video game potential is very high.
Dude, I had a fucking crazy double feature on Tuesday. I think I'm gonna start doing.
Oh
that now.
yeah.
Yeah, what?
I had Tuesday off, and they have $5 Tuesdays at the theater by my place. So like,
Beautiful.
and there's so much good shit out right now. But I caught Massive Talent in the early afternoon, and then that night went in and ripped Ambulance, and like both
Oh,
absolute
yeah.
shredders.
Oh, you already told me about Massive Talent. Or you mentioned that last week, right?
Yeah.
Did you see Ambulance?
Or he mentioned Massive
since-
Talent last week. Yeah, I saw Ambulance. Both of these on the same day.
Oh, okay.
I think I just told you about it in Discord.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but dude, I think Ambulance was my favorite experience of the two, but I think Massive Talent was the better movie. Like Ambulance was just like there was just so much crazy shit going. Like Jake Gyllenhaal like had to be on blow through the whole fucking filming of that movie. Because there's a line in there where he straight up goes like the paramedic that like they held hostage is just like saying some shit like I can't do this, I don't have the tools for this, and Jake Gyllenhaal just pulls out. He's like, yeah, well, I didn't ask to have herpes, but we all got to deal with what we got. It's just like just out of pocket. And yeah, Mikey Bay is in his bag with that one.
That's fire.
Yeah,
That sounds sick.
because there's no substance to that movie, but it just keeps going. And you're just fully entertained the whole time. So
What else has he done?
Michael
is that
Bay?
a director? Oh, Michael Bay. I thought he said Mikey May.
no, I said
I was
Mikey
like, I haven't heard
Bay.
of this. Michael Bay. I didn't know it was a Michael Bay movie.
Oh yeah, no, he did this little thing called Transformies.
Yeah, ever heard of it? Yeah.
Transquirmers.
Transquirmers? And the Massive Talent was just a fun time.
Still grips. Oh yeah, yeah. I bet. I want to go see that, man. Possibly today. Massive Talent.
It's
Nick
fun,
Cage.
dude. Just get a little blizzard and go watch Nikki have a good time.
Young
he had
Nicolas
fun with that
Cage.
one. You can tell.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've only heard good things.
Yeah. It's weird because it's like you get halfway through the movie and you're like, this guy doesn't even look like Nick Cage. Are we sure that this is this is our guy?
Dude. Yeah, it's an entertaining ass movie, honestly.
Mm,
Dude, the new Kendrick album's coming out in a couple weeks.
fuck.
Very exciting.
What's the day on that?
5/13.
513.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I gotta
Man.
rip the finale of Ozark. That came out like 2 days ago.
Are you serious?
The series finale?
Those are out. Yeah,
Oh.
the last couple episodes. I gotta
Ooh.
rip those.
All right. Yeah, I gotta
Damn.
rip that. Maybe
Y'all
I'll
are
do
all
that
caught
today
up on that
instead.
show? Boke?
Besides the new stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Damn.
give it.
I
Fuck.
gripped that during the pandemic hard. Like I think I did all
Oh.
3 seasons or 4,
1
whatever.
billion%.
The Panscremy?
It's Scrandemic, dude.
I've been watching Selling Sunset with Trish, the Netflix
Yeah.
show.
So, oh yeah.
There's a new season of that out.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
What I was gonna say about the new Kendrick album is that I think it'll probably, I don't know if maybe I said this last episode, but I feel like he's like, this is not gonna be Damn, this is not gonna be To Pimp a Butterfly, this is gonna be another like Good Kid, Mad City level, like, but synthesis of everything, like as artistic as both those last two albums, and then have as many hits as Good Kid. I feel like this is going to be a big album for him. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping he's got heat coming. I feel like the way he's rolling this out, he definitely does.
Yeah. I feel like Damn had the hits, and Good Kid, Mad City was more artistic, like To Pimp a Butterfly. It's funny that you say it's like the other way around.
That what?
The Damn is the more like hit filled one, and Good Kid, Mad City is the more artistic one. Versus you just said
no. I'm saying Damn and To Pimp a Butterfly are more like artistic and
yeah. No, I thought Damn was more like hits and less artistic, and Good Kid, Mad City was super artistic. But you see that as more like having the hits on it, I guess.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City has a bunch of bangers.
I mean, it does, but it's like super. It like tells a story and like.
Well, he can't help but be like artistic. Like he's an artist.
Yeah, I mean they're
like,
all fucking artistic.
But Good Kid, Mad City tells a story, but it's like you're just hearing hit after hit after hit. Like,
right, but like Humble Good Kid, Mad City. And DNA and like these are like fucking NBA bumper songs.
But those are sure, but they're not like they're not as like conventionally like popular hit. It's like there's. That's just because it's genius music. They're not like
no argument.
Well, they're not conventional songs to me.
I think Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City were more culturally relevant. I think Damn like
it's more interpersonal. It's interpersonal.
I don't think Damn came out at the right time, honestly, because I remember like he was kind of in a dip when that album came out. Because I remember like it
was like Pimp a Butterfly. Then he made Untitled, Unmastered, and then. Damn, he made an album every year that stretch.
I didn't even listen to Untitled, but like I think that Butterfly was just such an artistic leap, like in the opposite direction. That Damn was like such an overcorrection that it like was more. It was more jarring than his first two, because like I feel like Damn is weirder relative to the rest of his output, I think is what I'm saying. Whereas like Tony, I see what you're saying. But I think Connor saying that Damn is the black sheep is a little bit more.
Damn doesn't seem like a progression from like To Pimp a Butterfly seems like a progression from Good Kid, Mad City. Damn felt like a totally different thing.
That's
where,
exactly
like,
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Humble and DNA and some of those other songs were just like these crazy like banger hits, and then there were like some other songs too. But I think the best few songs on Damn stand apart for me, and the rest, I think all of Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly are better than, but it's all like upper crust, like really good rap, obviously. But that's
there's a lot more to this album than just those the Damn album. I'm saying there's a lot more to this than just the fact that it has those big hits. Like it's got DNA, it's got Humble, it's got Loyalty. But there's a lot of other like God and Fear. Fear is one of his most artistic good ass songs. Like
I like Duckworth. That's like the last song, right? I remember really liking that song.
The beat for the beat. I mean, Fear is a 7-minute song off Damn, and it's just like no, Damn is really artistic to me. To me, Good Kid, Mad City is artistic and conceptual, but like there's also just like a lot of songs on it. There's like fucking Swimming Pools. You got Mad City, Poetic Justice with like Drake. Right. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Backseat Freestyle.
I mean, that had a ton of hits for sure, but it felt, I guess he just like went worldwide by when Damn came out. So I don't know. I guess it just felt,
and it's different. Like that. And the production's way more like, just kind of like classic trap, kind of popular sound. But anyways, I mean, just in general, like, Soundwave is so far. I think that his new album is just going to be a synthesis of all the good shit he's ever made, basically.
Yeah.
And it's going to give us both. It's going to give us artistry, and it's going to give us just flat out hits. A lot like how Damn is. That's part of the reason I think Pimp a Butterfly and Damn stand close to each other. Like, not like Pimp a Butterfly is his best album, but Damn, I just feel like he's continuing to do that thing where he's using slightly non-conventional sounding shit, but still making huge hits out of them. You know,
he really does.
Like his flows, the way he does stuff, he's doing weird shit, but making it good. That's why he's like one of the GOATs.
No, like that's the thing that is pretty crazy about Kendrick is that you can take a song off of any of his albums and you would know what album it's off of. Like there's no thematically, all of his albums are consistent. All of his albums are thematically consistent with themselves, not with each other.
Right.
Which is awesome. And like I think that's why he's just
like eras
in charge. Yeah. Like I
mean, To Pimp a Butterfly is just an incredible.
Yeah. Because Kendrick manages to do the thing that I feel like a lot of like conscious rappers fail at, which is like sincerely like being an artist in every sense of the word, as opposed to just being like, yeah, I'm an artist, which just means
how deep can I make
I
this?
rap about my mental over a beat that someone else made. And it's just like, I mean, no, like Kendrick makes fucking albums, dude, like records, like not fucking
I can't wait for it.
They're not compilations.
I can't help it.
It's not a J. Cole record. J. Cole can't make a fucking record like that.
I love the shit of like Cardi could have made 2014 Forest Hills Drive, but J. Cole could never have made Whole Lotta Red. Like that type of thing. People say that shit. It's so on point. It's like, yeah, that's why we feel.
I can't help but have pretty high expectations for the Kendrick album. So I do hope it's like.
Or what's the name of that J. Cole album?
Forest Hills.
KOD.
Is it Forest Hills Drive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Forest Hills Drive. But
I only know one song off that, and I do like it. But
Double Platinum, no features.
Dude, when the To Pimp a Butterfly is probably like my favorite album that I saw come out ever.
Yeah,
I think. Like I think it's probably my favorite experience. Like listening to an album like this and realizing like it's an all-time classic masterpiece.
Yep.
Was such a cool thing to live through. Like that was just cool to be in college when that happened, and just in like the kind of peak of college, this shit coming out. It was just
it's cool to see how everything ages for better or worse. You know, all these artistic like movies and music and all that shit. What stands the test of time, or like what ages poorly, you know?
But Damn is an underrated album, even though it's Kendrick Lamar and people like it. I think it's just a really underrated album. Like it's
a sleeper. It like at first it didn't grab me, but after a while it really is a catchy fucking album, dude.
Take Me On My Element.
Yeah, that's a good song.
But yeah,
I wanna be with you.
you gotta go back and listen to Fear again, because that's one of the greatest hip hop songs ever. It's just like incredible, the vibe of it. And his flow and what he's talking about and what he's saying is insane. I mean, he's one of the greatest. In terms of content and just execution, you could argue he's better than Kanye, frankly, I think.
I mean, he has a better.
I think he's the GOAT. He could be the GOAT.
Record.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
This record will it'll kind of tell, you know, because I don't know. I feel like Kendrick actually, like, he deserves it. I feel like Kanye is becoming less and less deserving as time goes on. Like, not even musically, just the way that he fucking carries himself.
The attention and
yeah.
He's still going to put out amazing songs in the future.
Absolutely, but like,
that's all that matters.
Kendrick doesn't say anything ever. He doesn't say shit.
He raps.
He releases the best albums. He releases the best albums in 5 years of either direction that they came out, and then doesn't say a goddamn thing between that.
Yeah, it's so sick because that could be Kanye. Like Kanye could actually, like, if he was in a healthy mental state, could still be making music that way. And
it's because he's too.
But he's always he is, and he's just always done that.
Heard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
he's just always
Kendrick's
done
not.
that.
He doesn't care what people if people know what he thinks about anything.
Well, you're also gonna hear him in his art. You're gonna
right.
he's the maestro of the state. You know, like
you'll get the whole
you're
picture.
in his world when you're listening to his music, and in his world, it's gonna give you high art. It's gonna give you just fuego, and then it's also just gonna give you technical rap ability in flow and in lyrics. Like, dude, the fucking
catchy as fuck too.
the fucking I forget. I think it was Dissect Pod. Kendrick, Pusha T, they're talking about I saw some TikTok that was like, there's this song off the Pusha T album, I think it's called My Name Is My Name or something like that, and Kendrick's on it, and like literally the level of like how many verses he has is a certain number, a certain integer that fucking goddamn like relates to the price of Coke or something. Like it's like he's just as technically able at rapping as someone like Pusha T or any good rapper, Nas, Biggie, any of those guys. But then he's also completely artistic, completely cohesive and visual. And he inspired, by the way, all the music of the last 7 years, all these music videos, all the fucking production, the way songs cut from one vibe to another really rapidly in hip hop sometimes when they're doing the artsy style. Like he inspired all the artsy rappers that we talk about, all of them.
Yeah, and I think that he had a lot to do with like jazz resurgence. Like he had a lot to do with like people our age like giving a shit about jazz.
It's possible.
Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't say like entirely, but I think he like a lot of people like when they heard fucking For Free for the first time. Like, yo, like, yo, this is
great
fucking
song.
nuts.
I'm playing that.
I think Kendrick is a step above Pusha, to be honest. Like, I don't.
Yeah, no,
I agree. 100%.
Pusha T will settle for like a sort of like a, I'm a this, like a that. Sort of like,
Pusha T's got tenure. That's a different story.
Kendrick has a million more flows, way more depth to the content,
double, triple references,
way more artistry
like
in the production and the style of the songs. I mean, Kendrick Lamar as an artist, let alone a rapper, is one of the best ever, in my opinion. He's up there with Stevie Wonder, Prince, and Michael Jackson. Like to me, like absolutely.
Straight up.
But anyways, we're gonna cut this off.
Did we read all the? Did we only read?
Well, Max got to go.
Oh no, for sure. I just was curious. Did we have one saved for next week? Oh, we did. Okay.
No, the one I saved is like someone reaching out about some shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But anyways, fucking man. Fucking
What a gripper.
It was a good time. But we appreciate y'all listening. Like we said, subscribe to the YouTube, shoot us a follow on whatever, and we really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you guys. I hope you guys have a good week. We'll talk to you next Monday. Peace the fuck out.